to install the aerial pixel light painting mounts for the Mavic 3, that coming up right after this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Ryan. On this channel we do a lot of tips, tricks, and reviews, mostly drone and photography related. If that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing. It's greatly appreciated. As mentioned in the intro, today is just going to be a quick tutorial on how to install the Mavic 3 light painting kit that we've developed. So first off, what is light painting? Light painting is essentially using your drone to be able to add light to a dark scene in order to essentially paint light on it while you have your camera on the ground with essentially a slow shutter speed photograph. So we've gotten a lot of requests for this kit. We've gotten dozens and dozens of them, so we finally decided to sit down and go ahead and do the design work to be able to make this mount. So the kit does include two braces that essentially span between the front and the back arms, and on these braces there is a 1/4-20 bolt as well as a stop nut, so you can adjust your light device to the correct orientation that you want it and then stop down that stop nut and get it nice and tight so it won't rotate on you. Alright, so you do have a left and a right. You can tell which is which essentially by looking at the more splayed angle is the back legs, so we know that this is the left and this is the right. Now to install these, you're going to want to start on the back arm first, and I would suggest putting it, I'm going to go ahead and put the drone down, it's a little easier if it's on the ground. I would suggest putting this on down here in a lower spot, so we will slide it on right here, and then we're going to slide it up to where this line is right here on the arm. So that essentially just slides right on up. Once that is up to that position, then we can just push down on this front one and it clips into place. Again, I'll repeat the procedure on the other side. Again, starting here out toward the motors, snap that one in, slide it up to that line on the arm, and then clip the front into place. Lastly, all you need to do is mount your light. Now this will work with the Lume Cubes, the early version, the original version, as well as the 2.0 version and the light version as well. You want to make sure that your payload is under 1.6 inches cubed, and obviously it will need a 1/4-20 screw hole in it. So this will also work with Ulanzi, has a similar one that is under the 1.6 cubed size, so that will work as well. So now all you need to do, I'm going to turn my stop nut all the way in, and then I'm just going to screw this Lume Cube on. Now you can see that it's not going to essentially rotate all the way down to where it would be pointing kind of, normally I have these in a orientation where it's pointing this way or straight down depending on my application. So all you need to do is back this out to 1/2 or 3/4 turn, and then tighten that stop nut down to where it's resting against, this is easier to do on the table, to where it's resting against the light. Alright, so that's not going anywhere. Now you can see that these mounts are not going to come off at all. You can hold it, you can shake it, they won't go anywhere. So you essentially repeat the same step for this side. You do want to make sure you keep your drone fairly balanced, especially with the amount of weight that you're adding to the drone. You don't want to have one side heavier than the other, then the motors on that side would have to work much harder. So it's always good to do things in pairs with this. All right, and then lastly, obviously before we take off or do anything, we want to ensure we have proper prop clearance. Your finger should essentially be able to go over that without hitting anything. Likewise, check your back props. Make sure that they aren't going to hit your payload there. So to remove these, it's essentially backwards from what we did to install them. We're going to pry up on this front one. They are slightly tight, and then we will slide it down, and then pull it off the back arm just like that. So that is how to mount the light painting kit. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. We'd be glad to help you out. You can also hit up our website. We have a Facebook Connect button down in the lower right-hand corner where you can connect through us via Messenger. If you found this helpful, please consider subscribing. It's greatly appreciated. Also hit that thumbs up button for that algorithm. That really helps the channel out as well. Links to all the products today are down in the description below. As always, film safe, fly safe, and bye for now.